30-year-old woman with diagnosed ADHD, I approve this message. Now, I don't want to speak on behalf of all ADHDers because, as you guys know, it doesn't affect us all the same. So I see a lot of times in my comments that it's like, I have ADHD and it doesn't affect me this way. So I'm going to give a perfect example. So the doctor I work for, he's an insomniac. So he works best at night, and I'm the total opposite. I work best in the morning. So ADHD doesn't affect us all the same, but we do tend to share very similar traits. Anyways, this happened to me with this caffeine drink experience happened to me because before I was diagnosed, I remember it was a Bang energy drink. So it was my first time working out. Like, I had just signed up to 24. I was super excited, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to get a Bang energy drink because that's like when all the influencers were drinking it, all like the pretty ladies and stuff. So I was like, yeah, I want a Bang. Actually, that sounded terrible, but I was talking about the energy drink. And so I went and I bought one, and I remember I was drinking it. I went to the gym, and probably like 30 minutes in, I was on the treadmill, and then I just got exhausted. I was like falling asleep on the treadmill, like super sleepy, but I did feel my heart pounding really fast. So I was like, all right, like either I'm gonna pass out or what's happening here. So like it didn't make me feel energized, like want to go, like it didn't give me that energy, that power that most neurotypicals get. So it made me sleepy to the point that I was like, I'm just gonna leave. So I ended up leaving the gym. I had just got there, and so I went back home, and I kid you guys not, I knocked out. I laid in bed, and I just passed out for probably like 2 hours because it was still daytime, like it was light when I went to sleep. And then my grandma ended up waking me up, and she was like, hey, like, ¿qué tienes? And I was like, which is like, what's wrong? It's my grandma, my abuelita. And so I was like, nothing. I was like, I just needed a nap. I was like, I had this energy drink, and she was like, no te metas ese veneno, like don't drink that poison. And so that's when I learned, like, again, I wasn't diagnosed at this time, but I didn't know I had ADHD, but I found it so weird that like I had this, super hyped up caffeine drink that's supposed to give people energy. It gave me the opposite effect. Like, it made me sleepy to the point that I took like one of the best 2 to 3 hour naps I've ever had in my life. And it goes the same thing with coffee, for example. Like, I've had Starbucks, I've had cappuccinos, frappuccinos, like I've had multiple of their different coffees, and it puts me to sleep. Like, if I drink a coffee, it needs to be before bedtime because it is going to knock me out. So that's why I don't drink coffee, which is super weird because like nowadays, like, it's like such a common thing, I'm going on dates and stuff, and they're like, what's your favorite coffee? I'm like, I don't drink coffee because it makes me sleepy. And like, it's like immediately they're like, red flag. And I'm like, sorry, it's just, that's how my brain works. So I find this video super hilarious, and as a 30-year-old woman with diagnosed ADHD, I approve this message.